Greetings and salutations, this is Sho'Nuff to bring you guys yet another character design video. This style video is more of an update to this, and let alone, well, rather to this design as you see here, and let alone I've concocted a design that would, that's a complete contrast to this, a stark contrast to this. Now, this style, as you see, is has been inspired by the originator, a DCUO player named Glaaciti. Now, I have featured her in my last video that talked about this, that I've spoke on this, more so expound on this, and I said that that if I was to update this style, which I've done a little bit, I would do yet another video. For this alone, I used the green smoke ore, and of course I haven't really seen the smoke ore been used properly in the community. Not really an offense to anybody that has done it. I mean, that's something I would like to see on my own, but for this gives it more of a necroplasmic, broody, ominous aesthetic to it, say, to this style. I really enjoy it, let alone due to the fact that this is more of a serious pose. There's more compliments to serious pose and the Metsa build that I've laid out for this character, Sarai Lamia. But the style I've created that's in contrast to this, rather a stark contrast to this, is something that I've been really wanting to do to really give it an opposite effect to. Now, this style is more of an angelic approach, but I had a lot of inspiration, in mind here, but this is of my own concoction. And for this, I was like, man, Glaaciti's style is really nice, but what if I create more of an angelic, an angelic style to really give a complete opposite effect to it? And this is what I got. You could change a few things to this. However, I was playing with it, with the style again this morning, and in fact, that this video, and I've mistakenly created something that I've always wanted to do in this game. That I've always wanted to do in this game. So let's take a look at the style that you see here. Now, I used the hawk wings, which of course, the wings are inspired, of course. Rather, these are Hawkman's or Hawkgirl's wings, as you see here. They're a bit more. They're a little bit more. The wingspan is a bit more larger. It's a bit larger than the small bird wings. However, due to the fact that the aesthetics are virtually the same, you won't really necessarily tell the difference. And I feel that that's something that I think the developers should change. But let's go into the style alone. Now, I'll just really be quick. Now, for this, I used the Virtuous Knight chest piece, and then I used the Amazon, the Amazon soldier headpiece. If you know of the character, the comic book characters, the Prophet, which was which is created by Walsh Potasio during the Image era, the Image Comics era, then I'm very sure you would know that head style there. I personally thought that this was a genius thing. I think this was really one of the best hairstyles for the female characters, just to really kind of give it a revealing look, but without being too distracting. And that's something I didn't want on the head, which was a distracting look. But I would give some suggestions in just a moment. For the face features, of course, you can't use any, the emissive eyes or anything else as long as you have the Amazon soldier headpiece on. For the accessory, I would suggest to use the Radiant. I strongly, suggest to use the Radiant, or the original Radiant, or it will definitely bring out that angelic motif to it. The shoulders, I used the Heart of the Lion. I used the Heart of the Lion shoulders. For the hands, I used the Spirit of the Stag. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do something a bit different here real quick. I want to go ahead and use the Amazon soldier as well. I want to use the Amazon soldier handpiece just for one moment, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of change the motifs on this, the colors of this, in just a moment, the schematics, if you will, and I'll show you guys in just a moment the reason why I'm doing this. The waist is, it's my character Sarai Lamia's signature waist piece, which is the Astra alloy. I will not tell you what, why this is our signature waist piece. You have to watch my machinima, which will be Overload. That's going to come out pretty soon. So you know, so that way you get the gist of everything that you see and what I'm talking about in terms of that waist piece. For the feet, I used the Amazonian feet piece. I personally think that this you know, that feet piece can be used on almost anything, you know, you can really imagine in terms of bulkiness and the armor. You know, I mean I see a lot of, you know, small, slender, feminine, you know, sensuous if not sexy, you know, designs, you know, to women. I felt like, man, you know, just go for broke, just put some armor on it, make, you know, get some bulkiness to it. It really depends on the pose and let alone the build of your female character. But, you know, don't be afraid, you know what I'm saying, just go nuts, you know what I'm saying, be creative and be imaginative. So I used the Amazonian feet piece. It's one of my favorites. Chest piece, of course, is the, you know, Virtuous Knight. The leg piece is the Amazon Strategos. You know, it's the Amazon Strategos leg piece. Now, of course, I use this just to really give it a more of a revealing type, you know, schematic to this. But I'm gonna use something real quick. I'm gonna use the Hades cloth, and we're gonna leave it just like that. All right. The back piece, of course, I used the hawk wings. And finally the skin, you know, you could use the barbarian skin piece if you wish. However, I just left it, you know, to my character's identity. And for the primary weapon, I used the claymore. Secondary, mastery 1 and 2, that's up to your aesthetics. However, I use the claymore because I use, you know, because of course I'm dual wield. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this. And what I wanted to do was, does that not look like somewhat to Valkyrie Profile Lenneth? I mean, I mistakenly, I was like, wait a minute, this is definitely more of Valkyrie Profile. I mean, you know, I mean, because I'm a huge fan of this, you know, of bulky shoulders. It really depends on the style. But personally, what I like overall was, you know, I felt that, man, this was really complimenting to the character. But I've always wanted to create Valkyrie Profile. I wanted to create Lenneth in this game, and granted, you know, you won't see her type of hairstyle in this game, let alone her headpiece. But this is something, you know, almost dangerous similar to it, and I felt, wow, man, this was really cool. I mean, I mean, so you have two ways to approach this style here. You have two ways to approach this style. One of which that you could use the Amazon Strategos leg piece. The other is you could use the Hades cloth for this, and it gives it, you know, I'm a celestial healer with this character, so it really just chimes in on everything. It chimes in perfectly on, you know, saying, with this style. I mean, so really, I mean, you guys let me know your thoughts on this. I mean, you guys let me know your thoughts on this. Comment, subscribe, you know, and share your thoughts. Share this video. I mean, because this channel is going to be, I'm going to be uploading on tons, and I mean tons of character, you know, of character design styles, let alone just character designs overall. Because I have a pretty big imagination on many games that has, you know, this option. You know, so you guys let me know your thoughts, share your thoughts, and, you know, that's basically all I gotta say for right now. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm still overwhelmed with this style, and I really enjoy it. I mean, you know, but you guys let me know what you think. Sho'Nuff.